Howdy everyone, my name is Jared Muir and I'm the 4-H agent here in Brazos County, and today we're going to talk to y'all about record books for senior 4-Hers. Just a few quick tip notes here as we get started. If you've ever used the 4hreports.com, that system is no longer in existence. From now on, all record books will be completed using Word forms downloaded from the state 4-H website. Under the record book section at the end of this presentation, I'll show you where to get all those forms. Again, if you did a record book last year, there's no significant changes. Again, they will all be reported or reprinted off, and the Word files is what you'll be using this year. Just to get started, there's 3 different categories for record books: juniors, grades 3 through 5, intermediates, grades 6 through 8, and seniors, grades 9 through 12. You'll use age-appropriate forms that are progressive in nature. So if you did an intermediate record book last year, the senior report forms are a lot more in-depth. So as you grow throughout your 4-H career, the forms for your record books will build on each other and get more in detail as you go. Just a few more things. Record books are to be printed and turned in a hard copy in the green record book folders. We have those here at the office. You can pick those up before you turn in your record books. They're free for everybody to use. Reference to record book objectives in your reports is no longer required. Photo captions are not required. You still can do them if you choose to, but they are not required. And no longer do you have to turn in a resume for your senior record book. Just a couple more things. Clarification for reporting of learning experiences. Activities that occur in non-4-H settings, such as other community or youth organizations, or in a self-directed project, may be reported in the junior diary, intermediate personal journal, or for you seniors, section 1 as a learning experience. Competitive events outside of 4-H are to be reported as non-4-H. For example, if you show livestock and you show a jackpot shows every weekend, those go under non-4-H. But then when you go to the major livestock shows, county livestock show, anything like that, those go as 4-H activities. For your report forms, we talk about for your seniors specifically, you submit your current year plus 3 previous years, and they're all reviewed to evaluate growth throughout your 4-H career. Livestock judging can be reported as a standalone project. Still has to fall under one of the record book. It's not its own record book category, but it's its own project. Other judging contest activities such as horse judging, soil judging, meats judging, they are to be reported within the 4-H project that they support. Whereas horse judging directly supports the horse project, livestock judging involves multiple species, therefore it is to be reported as livestock judging alone. Just a few things here. 4-H members earning first place recognition are allowed to enter the same record book category again the following year. And if you win your category at the county level, you're advanced to the district level. And if you're one of the winners from the district level, you're qualified to go to state. And if you're one of the fortunate kids who win, you're one of the 29 record book categories at the state level, you're invited to participate in the Texas 4-H Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C., held during the Thanksgiving holidays. Again, this trip is partially sponsored, but the member is responsible for the registration fees. The average fee is about $1,500 to $2,000. And if you participate in the Adult Leaders fundraisers here in Brazos County, you are eligible to receive some assistance with these fees. You just have to go in front of the Adult Leaders Committee and ask for assistance, and they are always willing to help kids attend these trips. Okay, record book categories. There's 29 different categories to choose from. You may enter a category even after winning first place at the state level. So if you're a senior who won your record book category last year at state level, you can still participate in that level again this year. Your record book, it has to be put in one of these categories. We always get a couple record books every year that have something outside of one of these titles. Your record book must be in one of these categories for it to be eligible to be judged. The record book forms, as we start putting our book together, these 3 forms are the first 3 pages that should go in front of your record book. Your record book should start with the record book judging form for Brazos County. This says, yes, I want my record book judged, or no, it will not be judged. This one will be found on our county 4-H website, and I'll show you the link to get to that here momentarily. And then your record book check sheet should be the second one. You fill out your name, the category your record book is in. We're Brazos County, and we're District 9. This form is found on the state 4-H website. Then your personal information page, also found on the state 4-H website. You download it, fill this out. Your record book category again goes here. Name of your 4-H club and number of members in your 4-H club. If you don't know that number, you can contact your club manager or holler at us here at the extension office. We'll be happy to help you get those numbers. Make sure you sign it, your parent signs it, and then one of the county extension agents here at our office will sign this book before it goes to the district contest. Start talking about the report forms and how the book after that. After you put those 3 pages together, then it is your story and photo portfolio, and then it is your senior report form in all the different sections. Again, it's the 3 pages we just talked about, then your 4-H story and photo portfolio, followed by your senior report forms. Then you can also put in there your 3 previous years report forms only, not your story and photo portfolio, just your report forms for the last 3 years. Okay? Let's jump into the report forms real quick. As we start talking about things, your report forms, they have project experience. What is your project? How did it change or grow? What have you done? What are some things you've learned? Again, that has a 3-page max. We'll talk about all these in detail here in just a second. The next section is leadership and experience. Section 3 is your 4-H community service. Section 4 is other 4-H projects. Section 5 is your 4-H recognition and awards. Section 6 is non-4-H activities. And the final section of the report form is college and career exploration. For your story and photo portfolio, it is a separate Word document. So open a new document, and it should be titled My 4-H Beef Story and Photo Portfolio, or My 4-H Food and Nutrition Story and Photo Portfolio. It can be up to 10 pages max with text and photos. Again, captions are not required. You can embed them. You can do 5 pages of text and 5 pages of photos. But it must have a minimum of 3 pages equivalent of text and a minimum of 3 pages equivalent of photos. They can be incorporated within one another, or they can be totally separate. However you choose to do it is up to you. Again, these record books are judged on content, not format. There's multiple ways to put these books together. I just want to stress that they are judged on content, not the format of the book itself. Okay. Now we're going to jump right in and walk through all the different report forms, all the different sections of the report forms, and talk about them, what they're looking for in these. Your project experience. This has a 3-page max. You talk about 4 projects. So if you do beef, pork, poultry, and swine, you talk about all 4 of those for this current year only. They want to know about items you bought, items you made, places you visited, your profit loss, hours spent in the project, contest tours, research, computer learning programs, study of written materials, interviews. The list goes on and on, as well as the questions. It says, what are your projects? How did your project change or grow? What have you done? What have you learned? All kinds of things. You can put these in different ways. You can put them in paragraph form. You can put it in bullet form for each project. Whatever you choose to do. Again, it's based on your content, not the format of it. Again, that's a 3-page max for section 1. For section 2, your leadership experiences. What did you do to assist others throughout this 4-H year? This is for this current year only, and you have 2 pages max to put for this section here. So you can expand these, or you can expand these cells if you need, but this has to be no more than 2 pages for section 2. Section 2 should not include any leadership opportunities that occurred while performing community service. Providing primary leadership to a community service effort, that should be reported in Section 3 when we talk about community services. And here's the community service part we just mentioned. List all the community service and learning projects that you might have included. These might include cleanups, collections, repairs, construction, care packets, visitations, educations, donations, or presentations. Again, this is for this current 4-H year only, and you have 2 pages max. So if you expand your cells, however you can, again, maximum of 2 pages for Section 3. Section 4 is your other 4-H projects. You have 1 page max to fill this in right here, and for this current year only. Always get the question, what if I only do 3 total projects? Well, I would recommend highlighting the 2 bigger projects in Section 1, and putting another project that you might not be as involved with in the other projects you might not be involved with in Section 4 here. That way you don't have any blank pages right here. So if you do very involved in the beef project, very involved in the swine project, but you also do food and nutrition at the county level only, I would recommend putting what you do for food and nutrition at the county level right here in Section 4. That way there's no blank sections. For Section 5, 4-H recognition and awards, this is a 1 page max. You can expand these cells, you can delete the cells you're not using. Make sure you kind of leave them in chronological order. County, district, state, national, international, and why that award was important to you. If you have more than this 1 page allows, I kind of like to recommend you putting in, highlight the international, national, state, and district ones over your county and club ones, because those show you're getting outside of the county, you're being more involved across the state, nationally, or even internationally if you're fortunate enough to have any of those awards. For the next section, non-4-H activities, you talk about list leadership, community service, awards, and recognition from other activities such as school, church, and or community organizations such as FFA, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, your church, and you can put those in bullet form, paragraph form. Again, it's about the content itself, not the format of how you put these books together. It's about the content. This just shows that you're well-rounded. You're involved in sports. You're involved in FFA. You're involved in FCLA. You're involved with your church. All that, put that right here, whichever way works best for you. And the last section here is college and career exploration. Again, this is 1 page for this current year only. And this can include non-4-H activities as well. Any activities that have helped you learn more about a career or the necessary educations to enter a career. They can include interviews with teachers at colleges, campus tours, job shadowing, any research you might have done on your own looking into college, mentoring, work experience, or skill development, or coursework if you do dual credit classes, stuff like that. All goes into this college and career exploration section. Again, 1 page max. So we start talking about the different transitions between age divisions. Each year you will add their new report forms in front of the old report forms and remove your old photo and your story and photo portfolio. Each year you'll update your personal information page. Seniors, you can put the 4 most current years, which is this year, plus 3 previous years' report forms. You complete a new story and photo portfolio each year. A little bit about the judging of the record books. Rubric/chart format allows the judges to check a box that best describes their assessments of each section of the record book. It still allows for space for written comments next to each section and one on the back of the score sheet. When you get your record books back, you should be able to tell what sections need to be improved on, why you might not have won your specific category, and what improvements you can make on that to be more successful in the future. Your personal information page does not get scored, so don't count. There should be no deductions for that. This is an example of what the record book score sheet looks like. These are also found on the state 4-H website. We ask that you print 3 copies of this off and paper clip to the front of your record book, so when we trade with other counties, the score sheets are already ready to go. Fill them out, put your name, Brazos County, District 9, what record book category you're in, and circle senior. Again, 3 of these paper clip to the front inside cover of your record book, so they're ready to go when you turn those in. These are where the forms can be found. Again, the Brazos County judging form that says, yes, I want my record book judged, is found on our county website. Here's the link. These are required. The next, all your report forms, your score sheets, your personal information page, and all that can be found at the Texas 4-H website under the record book section. This link will get you there. You print all those off, you download the report forms, download the personal information pages, and you can fill those out and then print those off when you're done. This concludes our record book presentation for today. If you have any questions as you're putting these record books together, you can give us a call here at the office, 823-0129. You can email me directly, and we'll be happy to help you with your record books, answer any other questions you might have. Hope this was helpful for you guys who couldn't attend the workshops we put on throughout the year. And thank you very much.